Hello, welcome to White Birch Tarot. This reading is for, I have no idea because I forgot to look at the date. It's 2 days after the eclipse, so this is 15, 16. I think this is Monday. I do this late at night, so technically this is Monday, I think October 16th. Yeah, it's been that kind of energy for me. This was a really mixed up eclipse for me. Really, just like, I did not expect it to be so emotional. I really did not, but I think I have some reasons why. So I'm going to talk about the astrology instead of starting out with a quote, just briefly. I won't go on and on. I was going to talk about the moon's nodes because someone asked me about those, but I'll do those next time. But I will do them. So anyway, we had a solar eclipse in Libra, conjunct, which means together with the south node, and the south node is not a real thing. It's a place in the sky that's got something to do with the moon's orbit. I think it's when the moon is farthest away. I'm not great with technical stuff like that, but the south node is a place, not a thing. But this eclipse happened right pretty close, like within 3 degrees of where the south node of the moon is at right now, which is 24 degrees Libra, and the eclipse was at 21 degrees Libra. So if you know your birth chart, look and see if you have anything in the 20s of, or, you know, like, I don't know, some people say you can go 5 degrees either direction. Some people say 9 degrees. I don't know. So look and see if you have anything from, let's say, like 16 degrees Libra to 26 degrees Libra or something like that. And perhaps even farther than this would have affected you on a more personal level. But an eclipse affects everyone on the planet. And as I said, it's in Libra, which is our relationships with others. And again, we do have relationships with ourselves, but usually Libra is others. So it's outer directed. And so it's opposite the North Node in Aries. So this eclipse was opposite the North Node, which is where we're going. The South Node is our karma, where we've been, where we feel comfortable. So I think this eclipse gave us a chance to look at our relationships and decide what's working and what isn't working. And perhaps it's kind of a reset and a chance to kind of start over, in a sense. Eclipses of the sun are usually chances to start over with something. So you might have decided that certain relationships are not working and they need to either be balanced, which is Libra, like compromise and balance, or maybe just left behind, you know. And also, since it's opposite Aries, Libra is opposite the sign of Aries, it's also kind of a challenge about, like, how much do we do for other people and when do we satisfy our own desires, which is Aries, which is where the north nodes of the moon are. And so we are thinking now about, well, what about us? What do I want? And how much of my energy do I give to others, and how much do I give to myself? So it's a pretty big deal. Excuse my voice. I still have allergies, I guess, until we have a frost. There's apparently pollen in the air still. And we also had, and I don't remember if I talked about this last time. I hope I don't repeat myself, but Mars is trining Saturn. Mars has recently moved into Scorpio, and I know I talked about that. Scorpio rules the personal unconscious and intimate relationships, other people's money, and it's trined, which is a very easy aspect where there's good communication, Saturn in Pisces. And Saturn is like structure. Pisces is the ocean ruled by Neptune. It's the collective unconscious. And also, in a way, I feel like it's our own unconscious. I know Uranus rules the personal unconscious, but I think Neptune does in a way, because Neptune rules our dreams, and it rules like poetry and dance and the imagination. So to me, that's very personal. So I think there's a personal connection with Pisces as well. And Pisces being the last sign of the zodiac, that rules karma as well, because it's wrapping things up. So we're kind of taking a look with Saturn in Pisces. We're kind of taking a look at how far we've come, and it's kind of like summing things up and saying, okay, how far have I come, in my emotional maturity? Last time I talked about Saturn feeling like drowned in the sea, which it does, because you can't really structure the sea. But on the other hand, it's not a bad thing to structure your dreams. And Mars trine Saturn is really good to take, because Mars is your energy. It's like your physical energy, which is also spiritual. And Saturn is very constructive and very reality based. So this is a great time to take your energy, follow your gut, because it's in Scorpio, follow your unconscious desires, and see how to best manifest them. And since Saturn is in, Saturn rules manifesting, since it's in Pisces, great for artistic pursuits. And it doesn't have to be, but just saying, anything that you can dream about or imagine, that Mars trine Saturn is really good for that. Let's see, is there anything else? And the moon tonight is in the last couple days has been in Scorpio. I was like, why am I so emotional? So it's a lot of Scorpio energy. Well, just 2 planets, but Scorpio is pretty intense. And in a week or so, the Sun and Mercury both move into Saturn. So, I'm sorry, Scorpio. So we are going to have a lot of Scorpio energy. So run for your lives. No, I'm just kidding. My mom was, she's passed on now. She was a Scorpio sun. My sister's a Scorpio sun. Just, don't get on the wrong side of them, is all I'm saying. But they're very intense people. So I apologize for my voice. I don't know why I'm so croaky. Just because I'm exhausted and it's late. No, anyway. So let me see what I drew here. This is not what I expected. It's never what I expect. No, sometimes it is. But this really didn't come out tonight. I picked up 3 different decks. And I couldn't decide. And I really think maybe I chose the wrong deck. I wanted something easy, because I felt like it's really confusing energy. But I wanted to use my new little deck, and I didn't. So I'm probably getting payback because this looks like a mess. But okay, this is what I drew. So this is our overall energy card, the King of Pentacles. And I'm like, what? This doesn't make sense. But we do have Jupiter and Uranus, which both were, the fathers of the zodiac, the fathers of the gods, I should say, at one point or another. They are both in Taurus, which is an earth sign. So we do have some earth energy. So this could be Jupiter in Taurus. This could be Uranus in Taurus. And this is generally, being in control of earthly matters, which I just don't feel like we are right now. But we got that. So, okay, let's see how it fits in. Then I drew the King of Wands. Okay, this is being in control of your fire energy. You know what? This could be that Mars trine Saturn, because Saturn is very controlled and Mars usually isn't. Mars is like, yeah, I'm going to just run in and, let's do it now, like the whoosh of the flame. And so being trined Saturn might slow that energy down just a bit and make it more workable. So that's what this could be about. It could be about harnessing your desires and your physical energy in order to do something productive. And then we get into some air energy. Here comes the Libra energy. This is the relationship energy I was talking about. And sometimes this is a positive card where they're lancing a boil and letting out, again, this could be Mars in Scorpio, something from the subconscious being released that needs to be released. But this can also be, since we just had that eclipse in Libra, this could also be a relationship problem where there's like too many opinions and people like, this person thinks one thing, this other person thinks another, and somebody gets hurt. So watch your words at this time. I had a really weird thing happen with my phone. I swear to God, I was talking to my sister and I turned it off. I was done. And then I went on a rant. I thought to myself, but the phone hadn't disconnected. Yeah. So be very careful. There's something weird going on with communication. So if you are angry or upset about something, please be careful. Please be careful. Then we get the Eight of Swords. Here's more communication energy. And this person is like getting like information over here and information over here, and they're trapped. Usually in the tarot, this person is blindfolded, but this person's just stuck between, like, has no idea which way to go mentally, trying to make a decision and cannot. And again, you know, I told you that Mercury is in Libra right now, and so is the Sun. And Libra is nothing if not indecisive. I mean, when you can see all sides of an issue, there's a lot of indecision going on. So it's not the greatest time to have a really sensitive conversation, and it's not a great time to be making decisions either. And yet, with that Mars trine Saturn, it's a good idea to take action, but maybe keep your mouth shut while you're doing it. Sorry, I'm in front of the camera here. And then we get the Hermit, which rules Virgo energy. And we have, let's see, Venus is in Virgo. I guess nobody else is right now. So the Hermit is taking time to like be by yourself, and again with the, you know, with this miscommunication energy, this might be a good time to maybe not talk to people right at the moment if you can help it, because you might say the wrong thing. But I kind of feel like this might be Venus in Virgo, where our relationships are grounded and we want to help, but we also need to kind of be by ourselves. And remember, we've been getting the Five of Pentacles so often, and that's like doing things your way instead of everybody else's way. And this guy is definitely doing things on his own. I'll try to put this down. No, I'm not putting this together. I don't feel like these cards go together at all. Would it be wrong of me to, like, I've already chosen them. I think I chose the wrong deck, to be honest with you. I'm so, like, I don't instill confidence in my listeners. I have to stop that. Okay, then we get the Three of Cups in reverse. Not a great socializing time, and you may not be feeling emotionally happy. But then, what's next? Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. This is emotional satisfaction, but it's the beginning of emotional satisfaction. So, perhaps let's say that these are the people that you have been associating with that you've decided are no longer working out. And I am doing reversals tonight, and this is the only card that came out in reverse. So perhaps this is, I wanted to use the word eschewing. I never use that word. Saying no to the people that maybe you've been sort of like automatically associating with, kind of like a habit, and you're saying no to them. You're going to be alone for a while, and then you're going to choose the people that are really closest to your heart. And Mars in Scorpio is nothing if not genuine. Scorpio is secretive, but it's extremely genuine. That's why I think a lot of Scorpios keep to themselves, because they know if they say what they really think, it could be blunt, but they have to say what they think. They can't, they're not people pleasers. They're just not. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. This is more earth energy, and this is being independent and being okay on your own and feeling like you have everything you need. And this kind of goes along with the Hermit. It kind of goes along with the King of Pentacles. And in a way, it goes along with the King of Wands, feeling like we are okay on our own. We can do it ourselves. But then we get the Page of Swords, and here comes me being the blabbermouth. Here comes some immature, communicative energy. And again, I'm getting a very strong, and again, it's probably from my experience tonight, but honestly, I'm seeing it here. I'm not just taking my own experience. I'm seeing it here. It's about a miscommunication. The Page of Swords is immature. So before you read something online that someone has said, and then you respond negatively or angrily to it, take time to think about it, really. This is a time to I just keep wanting to say, keep your mouth shut. I wish someone would have told me that several hours ago. But no, really, that's, I just don't see a lot of like, the only major arcana we got is the Hermit, which is interesting. Let me, you know what, let me grab the deck that I had in mind in the first place. Oh, and I wanted to show you at the bottom of the deck was the Two of Cups, which for some reason I felt was important because it was at the bottom. This is Libra energy. This is relationship. And usually this is union. I just thought it was interesting that, you know, we had this eclipse in Libra, which was relationships, and the Two of Cups was on the bottom. I don't know what I'm clarifying, but I just wanted to see. We get the Page of Pentacles. I'm not sure what I'm clarifying exactly. I just wanted to see if this energy matched the energy of the deck that I ended up choosing. The Page of Pentacles, a new action. Okay, all right. Instead of oracle cards, I might just draw one more of these. No, I'm just going to confuse myself. I'm going to go with, I'm sorry to be so all over the place tonight. The eclipse really, wow, I don't know. It really packed a punch for me. Ooh. Yeah, okay, this one just flew out. This makes sense. This makes sense. It actually goes with the Page of Pentacles too. Co-create. Yes, Mars and Saturn. Take your desires, take your physical energy, which are both Mars, and make them concrete, which is Saturn. Yes, co-create. Don't forget that, you are not just in communication with the higher energy. You are a vessel for the higher energy. That just wanted to, I don't know if I need to draw another one or not. Or should I draw? I'm all over the place tonight. I admit it. Okay, just one more. Unfinished symphony. It's not over yet. So if you're worried about something that hasn't turned out the way that you want it to, it's not over yet. And you know, with Saturn at the very beginning, Saturn's at 0 degrees of Pisces and stays there until November 4th. And was also there, I think, last March or April. So some energy that you were in like 6 months ago, you might feel like you're in again. But don't despair. If it hasn't turned out the way that you want it to, that's because it's not over yet. So you might be kind of too future thinking right now. And you want to make sure you stay in the present. Maybe that's why we get the King of Pentacles as our overall energy. It's telling us to stay grounded. Because nobody's more grounded than he is. You know? So, I don't know if this was helpful. I feel like it was a little bit confusing, but the energy is very confusing out there. But my main takeaway from this is to stay grounded. Don't forget that you can co-create. I mean, we didn't get the Magician or anything like that, but we did last time. But we got the Hermit, and he's got the Raven, you know, knowledge and wisdom on his shoulder. I think ravens rule knowledge just like owls do, don't they? Does anybody know? So anyway, please leave me a comment. Let me know if the eclipse affected you at all. And remember that the South Node right now, which was conjunct the eclipse, is in Libra. North Node is in Aries, so there's a balancing going on between what we want for ourselves and what we need to do for others. And I think that's going to be a theme that's going to run through for like the next year and a half. So just to let you know. Okay, thank you for listening. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. I'm sorry I was late with this, but the eclipse energy does not go away when the eclipse is over. It's a long ripple effect. And the next eclipse is on, I think, the 28th of October, and it is in Taurus. So that's going to be interesting. So hopefully I'll be able to post a little sooner to the time. But you know what? Like I said, the energy's still there. Don't worry about it. So thank you so much. Blessings, everyone. Good night.